Good morning and welcome to the morning show. I'm your host, Mikey. I have a special guest today, fun show today, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the weather for this week. So this week's going to be kind of bookended by a little bit of, at least through the work week, some rain. It's raining today, raining a little bit this morning, but a high of 58. Pretty mild temperatures throughout the week. Take a look at Wednesday, a high of 67 and sunny, so definitely get outside, take advantage of that. And then pretty warm until Friday, 90% chance of rain and high of 42. So probably won't be able to get out much on Friday. Weekend looks a little colder, but no rain, so that looks good. So let's take a look at what's going on through this week here at the Village. So we have a TED Talk today at 11 a.m. in the Murfield Room. It's called A Game of Telephone, Stories of Information Gone Wrong. So check that out, 11 o'clock. In the Murfield Room today. And then also today at 1 o'clock, we have World Religions, the African Roots of Christianity. That's at 1 o'clock in the Murfield Room as well. So check that out. You can sign up on Touchdown or at the front desk. And then coming up later on Tuesday, we have Desert Botanicals with Andy Howland. And that's at 1 o'clock in the Murfield Room too. And then finally, we're going to be able to watch A Man Called Otto, and that's Tuesday, tomorrow at 2:15 in the Murfield Room. So check that out. I know a lot of people are excited about that and really want to watch that. We have an update from Wellness before I forget. We're doing a March Madness challenge, so you could earn up to 1 Shamrock each day. So we changed that from the Villager. So each day you can earn up to 1 by doing any one of the following: a class, a workout video, or a gym workout longer than 30 minutes. You could get those 4-leaf clovers from me, Jill, or Lauren in either gym or probably during our classes as well. And then a special shout out to our February challenge winner, Bonnie Pratt. So Bonnie will be contacting you about your prize. All right. Let's see what else we got for the week. So we have some trips and tours. There's a Hollywood Casino trip on Thursday at 11 a.m. Meet at the main entrance. Foodie Friday, we're going to Melt. The bus departs at 10:30. Meet at the main entrance there as well. That's a really good spot. So check that out. All right. And let me get settled here, and I'm going to introduce our guest. So our guest today is my guitar. So I'm going to play a little something for you, and then I'll talk about my history and stuff with the guitar here. So let's start. So how I got started playing guitar, I was probably 8 years old, and on Christmas, me and my brother woke up to see a guitar and drums there. And then for whatever reason, my dad decided I was going to be the guitar player and that my brother Kevin was going to be the drum player. So it started there. And then a couple years later, in about 5th grade, I started taking lessons from a guy named Jim Cunningham at Musical Round over off Bethel Road. And I continued to take lessons with him until I left for college. So I was with him a long time and learned a lot from him, and it was a lot of fun. And then going through high school, I played in jazz band, and I actually played with my brother as well. So I played guitar in jazz band, and my brother played drums, so that was a lot of fun. And then we also formed a band in high school, and we played several shows in downtown Columbus, actually, at a few bars and stuff, and people were always surprised to see these little high school kids out playing what was probably close to rock and roll music out at a bar. So that was a lot of fun. So let me play another one, and we'll talk a little bit more. Let's see. Right, so this is actually the first time I played live for anyone in a long time. I think it was about my first year of college. My friend invited me to do a little open mic show with him, and we did a little acoustic set, which was a lot of fun. So it's been a little while since I've actually played for an audience. So that's fun. Let's see. So I actually got this guitar a couple years ago, and you might notice I'm playing with my fingers and not a pick. A lot of people like to use a pick. I started playing with my fingers about probably like 12 years ago, and I really haven't picked up a pick since. I just prefer the sound I get and the control I get over the strings with using all my fingers. And then I really like this guitar. This is a classical nylon string guitar. I really like this one and the sound it gets. I also have a regular standard acoustic guitar and an electric guitar, a Fender Telecaster as well, which I love, and I've had that since early high school. But this has definitely become my favorite thing to pick up and play around the house. I usually pick up and play about at least once a day. I try to leave it out so I see it and pick it up and play. I thought it'd be fun if I just noodled around and came up with something on the fly. So let's see what we can do. So I like to do a lot of random things like that. I feel like I'm decent at coming up with things on the fly. Me and my brother used to jam all the time, especially in jazz band, where I used to actually be able to read music pretty well, but it's been a long time since I've been able to do that. So mostly what I do is just play and make up stuff on my own and just play what I feel. That was a lot of what I learned from my dad and my guitar teacher as well, is just playing from feel and doing what feels good and just kind of letting your fingers go to work. I'm going to play one more thing. You'll probably recognize this song. I did do a video of this song playing it on my electric guitar a couple of years ago during the pandemic when it first started. So you might remember that, but if you don't, check this out. All right, thank you so much. Thanks for bearing with me. You might have noticed a little mess ups here and there. I'm a little nervous playing for the first time in a long time, but thanks for letting me play for you, and we will see you next week. Thanks, bye.